Welcome back, wonderful parents. Just want to share a little experiment that we conducted at the Young Leaders. We had somewhat of an informal book club. We looked at a couple of books. One of them it was The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. I highly recommend it. It's a great book. You know, like all books, I'm not endorsing everything in it. And yet, when I had read this book, I'll just have to add my father put it on my desk as a kid. I was only 8 years old. And I attempted to read it, and I found it to be so transformative because he talked about those invisible things swirling in your head called thoughts and how powerful they are in influencing your life. Today, I want to talk about a major concept in that book that I definitely will credit to the author. It's David Schwartz, who talks about something called excuse-itis. I think he coined the term. And for those of you who are fluent in Latin, itis means inflammation. So excuse-itis is simply the inflammation of excuses. And excuses are the reasons we give us for doing the things that maybe we want to do or hope to do. So just imagine that. We all, in some form or another, have excuse-itis. We all make excuses. And the question really becomes is how many or how often do you make such excuses in your life to give you the back door, in a way, for not living up to the expectations that you had for yourself or the goals that you set forth for your life? That's the question that we asked the youth, and we discussed it. What are the excuses you're making? Are there things in your life that you hope to do that you haven't done or that you gave up on in your life? And what were the reasons that you gave yourself, or the reasons that you continue to give yourself for not doing the things that you want to do or need to do in your life? That's the conversation I invite you to have with yourself, with your kids, with your spouse. It's a powerful discussion. It brings your awareness to the thoughts, to the reasons that you give yourself for what you do. And then once you put them out there, start to challenge them. Are they legitimate? In my life, I found, and I continue to find, that a lot of the reasons I give myself are not legitimate. You know, I'm fortunate to have very good people in my life. I'd sprained my ankle. Just to give you an example, I'd sprained my ankle several months ago, and that was my reason for not going to the gym. And my good friend Sebastian, who trains vigorously as a coach, a strength and conditioning coach, and so forth, he said, you know what? That's not a really great excuse. And I agree. So think about your excuses. Ask yourself, do you have excuse-itis? And I'd love to hear what you come up with.